Cada día sale el sol, nuevas esperanzas son. Dios habla a tu corazón, sanándote, alimentando tu vida con bálsamo de vida, con bálsamo de vida, bálsamo de vida.
Bálsamo de vida con Rosmery y Reid.
Daniel chapter 3 verse 26 says, Nebuchadnezzar then approached the opening of the blazing furnace and shouted, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, servants of the Most High God, come out, come here. Later in the same book, in chapter 6, verse 21 and 22, it says, Daniel answered, May the king live forever. My God sent his angel, and he shut the mouths of the lions. They have not hurt me, because I was found innocent in his sight, nor have I ever done any wrong before you, your majesty. When we usually hear the story of Daniel in the lion's den and the 3 Hebrew boys in that fiery furnace, we always marvel and praise God for the way that he was able to deliver them from their trial. We know of Daniel's integrity and his loyalty to God, not being afraid of failing to comply with King Darius's order that demanded that in the space of 30 days no one could bow before any other god other than the king. Since we are children, we are taught the story of the 3 Hebrew boys and their enormous courage and determination not to bow down to worship that golden statue that had been raised in Babylon by the order of King Nebuchadnezzar. And for this reason, they were thrown into that furnace of burning fire that was heated 7 times more than usual. And by the grace of God, they were all delivered, and God's purpose in their lives was evident as they were exalted and prospered throughout the province. Now, have you noticed that their loyalty, courage, determination, and firmness was not enough to save them from falling into their test? I firmly believe that God could have saved Daniel from falling into the pit and the 3 men from being thrown into the furnace because they were faithful. They all had good testimony. They had lived a life of integrity. However, none of this was enough to free them. I want to encourage you today to not feel sad or depressed if you feel that you are in the pit or in the oven due to the trial you are experiencing. Don't feel isolated or lonely asking yourself, God, why me? Do you recall what God said to Satan about Job? Job chapter 1 verse 8 says, And the Lord said to Satan, Have you considered my servant Job? There is no one on earth like him. He is blameless and upright, a man who fears God and shuns evil. Despite all this, God allowed him to go through so many trials, from losing all his children, his property, and despite all this, the word says Job did not sin, nor did he attribute any of it to God. Although we are not free from the test, rest assured of the fact that while God allows us to go through these trials and tribulations, it does not mean that he will not free us or help us to overcome them. Remind yourself today that even if you find yourself in a pit or in the oven, if you live a life of integrity, the mouth of the lions will be closed. And even if the oven is heated 7 times more, the flames will not burn you. Do you know why? It's because God has a purpose for your life, and you will soon see how he will display his glory through you. This is your sister Vanessa Ortiz, and may God bless you.
Gracias por estar ahí, escuchando Bálsamo de Vida. Si estas palabras han edificado tu vida, escríbenos a balsamodevidareflexiones@gmail.com y síguenos en nuestras redes sociales. Reflexiones Bálsamo de Vida. Que su gracia te cubra en este día.